Now, just a few weeks ago, the student staff here at GHS-TV produced a post-game show for the Germantown High football team's season opener against Millington. We heard such a great feedback from our coverage that we decided to produce more sports specials throughout the school year. Our crew was at Red Devil Field this past Friday when 15 AAA foe Collierville visited campus. Here are the highlights from a game that featured two talented teams giving their all until the final horn.
Big time set.
An inspired Germantown defense led to a nail-biter Friday night at Red Devil Field. Germantown held Collierville to under 200 yards of offense, but the Dragon defense proved just as stingy. It was defense and missed opportunities that kept both teams off the board in the first half. This muffed punt nearly gave the Red Devils the ball in Collierville territory. Later, the Dragon special team extended a drive on this fake punt, only to see the Germantown D hold strong and a field goal try sail wide. As the Red Devils searched for answers against a tough Collierville defense, the home team kept the stands alive with big plays like this interception by Ken Wilson. A blocked punt late in the half gave Germantown possession at the Collierville 35. The Red Devils got close, but they couldn't convert, sending both teams into the locker room scoreless. Collierville broke the scoreless tie with this 55-yard run by Drew Vanderverst in the third quarter. But the Red Devils were quick to steal momentum back, tying things up when Drew White found Rodney Williams for the 12-yard TD. The Germantown defense continued its stellar play as students from both schools were festive. A mistake on special teams allowed Collierville to continue their drive. Overtime still looked like a real possibility until Collierville scored with only 24 seconds to play. Germantown couldn't complete the comeback, and Collierville took the 15 AAA opener 14-7.
Well, offense, we need to work on our execution, and defense, we need to work on wrapping up and tackling better.
Man, like, everybody did good. You know, we just had that one messed up play. We just had two plays, so as long as we execute, as long as we cut that out and do our jobs, everything gonna be good.
The boys really gave it their all Friday night, and we're looking forward to this week's game at Briarcrest.
Yeah, joining us now is Red Devil defensive line coordinator Stephen Reeder and Germantown senior linebacker Jona Ligon. They're here to offer some insight on Friday night's battle against Collierville and tell us more about this year's team. So, once again, thank you gentlemen for coming on.
No problem.
So, I was at the game Friday night. In my opinion, we definitely should have won that game. But what are some of the positives that you took out of this game?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think the first thing you got to take from that game is the way the kids fought.
Mm-hmm.
At no point did we give up, offensively, defensively, special teams. We had young kids playing in position for the first time, especially on special teams, and they did very well. And I thought the bright spot was the fact that the defense played as well as it did all night long.
Yeah, and it seemed to be very consistent. For the most part, that defense did their job exactly what they were supposed to be doing, and that really came in definitely to your side of it, Jona, being one of the captains on the defense. Can you kind of tell me how you motivated your side of the team to play that full game?
I really tried to tell my teammates to stay focused throughout the game, know what's going on, know what can happen each play, and when they see it happening, react positively, react hard to the ball, do your job, and good things will happen.
Yeah. So over since the beginning of the season, I've definitely seen a progression. Can you kind of tell me what have you been doing in practices that are preparing you to move forward step by step?
Well, I think the first thing we do is we keep it as consistent as possible. Do the same thing week after week, we never change. I think what you're seeing is from week one to this week is a lot of young kids getting experience. They're used to the Friday night lights. They're used to the teams we're playing, the speed, the quickness of the game, where they may have just played freshman football last year. Now they're seeing it on a Friday night. It's a completely different aspect of the game. And so what you get is that experience begins to show by being in the right place, as Jona said, by knowing what your assignment is and feeling more comfortable out there on Friday night.
Yeah.
Can I add to that?
Yeah, go ahead.
When kids make mistakes, they can learn from them, and as the weeks go on, they make more mistakes, but that also means they learn more. And so it's like that experience that he was talking about. It's when they make mistakes in practice, they learn from them, and they won't make the same ones in the game.
Yeah. So, Jona, as a senior, you have played at Germantown for 4 years, and then before that at the middle school. I mean, what does it mean to every Friday now putting on that red jersey and playing for the Red Devils?
Yeah, I've put on the jersey many times, the red jersey, and none of it's as special as it is this year. Every single time I go out there, I know to cherish it, know to cherish my time out there, and take advantage of it. It's really special to be out there and watching, younger guys play and thinking I was one of them one day, and thinking back when I was young and looking at the older guys and thinking I am one of those now. So.
And Coach Reeder, I mean, you played for the Red Devils. Now you teach and now you coach. I mean, what is it like? I mean, at first, not only teaching, but also you are coaching the team that you played for once before.
Well, I mean, once I realized that I wanted to be a teacher, there's no other school that I'd want to teach at. The life lessons I learned under Coach Netherland and Mr. Chisholm and Miss Harmon was my teacher at one point. It's the greatest school that I could even want to ever be at. And so I try every year, especially with a new group of seniors, to explain to them that your senior year doesn't last but a moment. And you have to enjoy every bit of it, playing with your teammates. Even as difficult as practice is, those Friday nights are, why don't we go out there and do all that work and lift weights and run? Because Friday night's special. And you only get one senior year and it's over.
Yeah. So what, I guess, for the next couple games, obviously you have some very tough games coming up. You're traveling to Briarcrest and then to Houston, of course, crosstown rival. What is going to be your game plan in practice and taking that to the field in the next couple weeks?
Simply stated, we just have to stop beating ourselves. We have to take care of the football, no silly penalties, do whatever we have to do to, keep the ball moving forward, score points, keep the defense off the field. The great old adage is the best defense is a great offense because they keep the defense off the field. I think that with the experience we gained Friday night, even though we lost, we know that if the ball bounces a different way, that's our game. And I think we'll take that into Briarcrest and then Houston and so forth as we go.
I have a question for Jona.
Yeah.
McLean and I are involved in the musicals, and though we're not playing a sport, it's very much similar in the fact that we work as a team, and we're out there, and what happens. So what is it like being a part of a team, or I like to call it a family? What's that like?
It's like having their back. Talking to guys at halftime when they've made mistakes, you've made mistakes. Just sit there and that they have your back and you have theirs. And it's something like that where it makes you able to build on each other and make each other better. And everything they tell you, they're trying to be positive, trying to help you, and you can return the favor and help them out too.
So it's reassurance and family out there.
Yeah.
That's great to hear.
Yeah. So I guess going back to Friday, to be honest, I saw a lot of really great things that I had not seen the past two games. I guess team-wise, it seems like the leaders that were supposed to be leaders were stepping up, and that was a domino effect for the rest of the team. Have you kind of felt that, I guess, both of you over the past couple weeks, just increasing, I guess?
Yeah, and it's same with younger guys too. Once they find their role, once they find their niche on the team, then when older guys make plays, it kind of loosens them up and lets them play freely, but also restrained in their role. And that's what really helped Friday night on the defensive side is we had guys that could be the glue, but they could also make big plays, and then that allowed the younger guys to really play freely and play and have fun out there.
And one of the benefits of a coaching standpoint is to have someone like Jona on the field with the defense, because I can only do so much on the sideline. I can only yell so loud, but he's right there in with them. He can talk to them one-on-one, look them in the eye, and he's got a better sense of how they're feeling. And on the offensive side of the ball, with Drew out there and you've got other seniors who have been out there, we as coaches depend on them on the field to be able to talk to them because, we can only do so much on the sideline or the press box or wherever.
Yeah, and I guess, obviously, is it very nice knowing that you have Jona and Drew and all these other seniors that have, they were once little kids in the end zone area on Friday nights.
Oh, it's a completely different comfort level. When we started against Millington, we had probably only 4 guys on the defensive side that had played defense last year. But with Jona in the middle, he literally, in June and July when we started, is helping every kid with what they're supposed to do. That takes a lot of pressure off of us. Now we can game plan more because we know we can trust Jona to do and to get across the message we're trying to get. And I mean, from a coaching standpoint, that's invaluable.
Well, thank you, and good luck in the next couple of weeks.
Thank you.
I know the Red Devils can pull through.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
I'd like to thank both Jona and Coach Reeder for coming on today. If you want to know more information about the Red Devil season and upcoming games, you can visit sesk12.org for more information.